I asked for no ice, and they gave me ice anyway.
That's a disappointment.
You know, if me and Kristen become a throuple, which is just a poly couple, but with a third person, and it's just 3 people, but it's a couple, that dynamic. We need somebody that has that energy. We need this he asked for no pickles energy, because neither of us have that. And that's definitely
the aggressive energy.
Yeah, no. Just the excuse me. He asked for no that energy.
The almost Karen.
Not yeah.
The Karen
actually
for
yes,
good.
yes. The Karen for good. The confrontational one. That's the energy we need in our relationship that we can't get from each other because both of us are too scared.
Okay.
So, if anyone's out there listening...
Mr. Follow... Oh,
ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm turning that. I'm doing this before anything else. There.
I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
God, I wish I lived in a world where George Bush was in handcuffs and ball and chain. Anyway, sorry, politics aside, it's almost like it's Thanksgiving or something. Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove that she have committed the crime. What?
Merry Christmas.
It's November. Yeah, but we've got one more big obstacle. Gotta get past.
God damn it, this man's so fucking cool.
Hear that? Hear that, kitten? Big obstacle. Sorry? Yeah. Whoa. Sorry, too much coffee. Trust me, you do not want to burp after drinking coffee. It sucks both ways. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. No.
If you could do a Richard Nixon impression, that would probably be better for this guy, I think.
Okay, I'll give that a try next time his
Alright.
lines come up.
Mr. Follis, in that case, tell us more about it. It fades to black and he never gets to talk again. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you.
That sounds a lot better, actually.
That day 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. I don't know, that's
I dream about the great taste of Charleston Chew.
this picture. It reminds me of everything. Bridge looks same, just like then 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Wait a second, that shakes the entire foundation of my case. Or something, I don't know. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute.
It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne. What?
Wasn't she like... Oh my god, she was like exactly 20...
What?
Case 1 in the past,
Yeah.
6 years ago, Dahlia Hawthorne was like 23 in that. That seems on purpose now.
So she was a...
She was 18.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
But I'm willing to bet that the original Japanese version probably had her younger. I have no proof
getting
of that.
circus vibes again.
Getting the circus vibes. Circus was worse, though, because she deliberately was underage.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even try to censor that or anything.
And they had fucking everyone wanting to propose to her. God damn it, I hate that trial so much.
It's like the worst part of Snatcher. Snatcher is a really good game made by Hideo Kojima. And it's basically a prequel to Metal Gear Solid. But
yeah, there was that.
There's a part where there's an underage girl that comes out of a shower and she does not care that you can see everything.
The
One of probably one of the big reasons why it's never been ported to anything. Also Konami, but you know.
Konami's a bitch.
They are.
Anyway.
Your girlfriend, huh? Who are we talking about now?
Hold on there. Didn't you say Hawthorne?
Hawthorne? The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
Let's not put too much emphasis on emphasis on the... Yeah, I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Emphasis on the little part. Let's not do that. Well, are you serious? The girl. Oh, that's you.
The girl, let her go.
Oh, wait, no.
I'll
It's
do
a cop.
that.
You the cop.
Shut up! Or come closer and I'll kill her. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get a chance. I'll kill her myself, fucking pulling her.
Ah, excellent. Look
Yeah.
out, he's going on! The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Run! Not protect Sister Valerie betrayed me. Betray us!
Man, the whole family's fucked up. What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too!
Make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teenage...
Circus vibes. Circus vibes. Circus vibes.
Circumcised.
Did he actually say My Teen Angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I'll do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it? Yes.
Dahlia's family's rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent it to her dad. Asked for $2 million. $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange at Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie made transfer because she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Well, that's a problem, because 2 million doesn't split evenly into 3.
Yeah, but that woman... That woman, Valerie. She do it for real.
I was joking, but it divides out pretty evenly. You literally have one person that got like a cent more than everybody else.
And they'd all be in sixes.
Yeah, you'd get $666,666.66 with a seventh of a penny divided for each person.
She shoot me for real. Me and Dahlia. Bang. I'm shot in the arm. Dahlia. Oh, she jumped in the river.
Yeah, she jumped. Oh. Sorry, I had some of that coffee. You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Blacked out. Woke up with the police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. For killing a little girl.
Couldn't believe that woman. She betrayed me.
So you killed her. Sure. It's the delicious chase in Charleston, too. It's a 50-year-old gumball.
That man, Terry Fallis, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Why is Nixon always getting involved with things with water?
Can't see my face, but I made a yikes as soon as he said that because I was not expecting that.
Those 5 years, all I wondered why. Why? Why? Why?
What are you looking for?
Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
I'd better forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I didn't want to hurt her. Just ask her why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just wanted to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fallis, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in her backpack.
I'm sure you could probably put the pieces together.
Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River.
Oh, she's gone and we'll never see her again. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're ready to go. Mr. Fallis, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
Actually, can you check his age?
What?
Can you check his age? Because I want to see, like, how uncomfortable I should be with this. Oh, he's only, like, 25. So 5 years ago, when she was 18.
Ah.
And he was 20.
Wait, can you, go over to... Oh, I've made a mistake.
She's 19.
She's 19 now.
She was 14?
Dating...
That's even worse!
That is way worse. Maybe he should be in prison. To be fair, he has the speech pattern of someone that didn't go to school. So maybe he's not all there. But it's still really uncomfortable.
Oh.
Also, here's the thing, and I'm not excusing this, but I want to make this clear. Dahlia's smart. Like, she wouldn't have been the one being abused in this case. And usually that's the problem with pedophilia, is that the child is the one that doesn't know any better. And with statutory rape and all that, they think they're mature enough, but they're not. I think it was Dahlia the going on to him, if I'm being honest. She wasn't in it for anything other than to have, you know, a fallback guy. Like, I'm still not saying any of this is okay, but...
Oh, of course not, no.
Nah, it's just...
Yeah. Swallowed by river. Dahlia, the teen angel.
No,
Stop fucking calling her.
Your teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Ah!
Ah!
Ah! God damn it! Fuck, this game makes my head hurt!
Oh no! Keep going!
Fuck!
14! No, Mia! No! I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
No, that's... Ew.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
I don't want to play this anymore.
We gotta get power through it, man.
She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. There, there. Angels these days.
Fallis takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a bitch?
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
Skeletor comes in. Get your asses in here!
What the fuck are you doing? I told you like 5 minutes ago to get back in here. You bet. A set. Hey, look, we found it.
The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
We're just gonna ignore that. Don't even fucking worry about it.
I'm not gonna ignore the fact that he tried to nail a 14-year-old. Oh boy, if this was a real court case, that would have made things very difficult.
Yeah, especially for the defense's side.
Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Forrest, the pedo. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady.
Fucking simp of a judge.
Trends on board now.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, try to pin the crime on an innocent student is
Hilarious.
hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Marcus is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a
Why did I try to do that with a W?
violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Good coffee.
Motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss May, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to some other Fae. I think.
You're still acting as tame as a kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Allura is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smile on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Gave me that controller. I'm saving that one. That's kinky. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that when you say such naughty things.
Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge?
You're being disgusting over on the defense's bench.
Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? But that's why. I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
Oh, please, Mr. Judge was my father. You can just call me Judge like everybody else does.
What?
You can call me Jerry Seinfeld.
Name's Crush.
Crush?
Good. You're up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought there was a setup. I was like, Crush? And
Finding Nemo?
You'd be like, what? No.
Yeah, that's what I got. Mr. Turtle's my father's name. Name's Crush.
Oh, no, that's just a common name. Phrase
I doubt
people
Crush
say.
is a common name.
No! Listen to what I say. That's a common phrase that people say all the time. When you want to be when you want to be formal with someone, you refer to them by Mr. their last name, and then if they want to have an air of informality, then they do oh, Mr. whatever is my father's name. Call me first name.
Well, his name is now Crush.
I'm
as in-
sure you probably heard it from Finding Nemo first, but it's definitely an old thing.
Well, his name is Crush now. I was saying crushing them motherfuckers. Oh!
Yeah,
Fuck.
see, that's what I thought you were going for.
That was all part of my plan, and you fell for it.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, crush, and you're like, yes, crushing these nuts.
You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It was a long walk for a short joke.
Looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. That's a weird joke, a hard reference to me. Just when things are darkest for her, she lights right up.
Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. I could listen to you talk all day, baby. What that mouth do?
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Only a grudge in killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Trying to date a 14-year-old, that's the real crime.
We're just gonna ignore that for some reason.
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no positive motive for committing murder.
And also, furthermore,
Oh, hey,
the
it's
girl...
Edward.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Oh, and furthermore, the girl was fucking 14.
Oh, God. This is Japan, so it's slightly better for some reason.
No, it's not.
Ear up the bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case.
Yeah, an old save going.
I should have made you voice Mia. I feel like that would have been smart. Oh well.
What, because you're doing too many voices?
No, because I when we started the first game, it was back and forth between Mia and Phoenix, and I knew you were gonna voice Phoenix. I wanted you to do that. But I knew that I was also going to have to do Maya, and right when Maya got introduced, I was like, oh wait, I don't have a voice. I don't have two dissimilar female voices. I probably should have just let you be Mia. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at that time, an officer showed her this photo.
I believe that for some reason.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Ah, that's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair.
That wicked inmate. I will never be able to forget that horrible day.
I hate to say this, I hate to point this out, but that's why in movies and TV shows, usually when someone's like brought in for questioning, they're brought to like a locked room and shit. In real life, what it is they're usually just brought out in the opening, or just like in an office area where everybody's talking. In real life, police are way less competent than they are in movies and TV shows.
Oof.
I mean, they still have questing rooms, I'm sure, but, like, it depends. Yeah. A judge. A grudge.
What?
Well, the police witness testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such a deep anger towards her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
Objection!
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
She's right about that. Mr. Wallace is kind of forgetful.
Press harder, baby!
You said he forgot what the detective looks like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
That's right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as an identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. He's clearly a better...
I said better.
a bitter man.
He's not a better man.
This is bad. Mr. Wallace's reputation keeps getting worse and worse. Oh yeah, the other thing, too. Perhaps it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. My mind's not in the right headspace for this game. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
Where's Phoenix?
This is in the past.
He's like 19 at this point, so in college.
Training his stomach
Yeah,
to
he's-
swallow glass.
How old is Edward?
Also 19.
Not training to swallow
I mean, you
glass.
can check the court record if you wanted his exact age, but we know that they're the
Oh, there
same
he is.
age.
Yeah. He's 20.
Oh, okay, so he would be about 20. 19, 20.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally unbalanced, one of that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why
Too late.
Enough! Oh.
Witness, get the fuck out of my courtroom.
My
Jerry.
pleasure, Mr. Judge. Okay.
Wait, so you named this one Jerry, and the other one's name was Gerald? So they're brothers Jerry and Gerald. What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said...
You yourself might have been killed.
That would have been a terrible loss for this world.
Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Keep looking around and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
60 Minutes. I watch it every night. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
Can't let her get away with these lies.
Listen to me, kitten. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self.
Let's press on this one.
So what country were you living in then? America nation state.
Oh yes, I know that. place.
Jamaica, mate. Jamaica.
I can't
Nation
even.
state.
I can't even. I can't even
Is that
repronounce.
seriously what she said?
No.
I know that place well. I've taken several vacations there before.
Jamaica nation state, yes.
I believe the judge actually would do that. We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed,
It was a brutal civil war. She had to make her way back home alone.
I lost
What
everything.
the fuck are you talking about, Edward? What Civil War?
I didn't even have any personal identification.
What's this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? I don't think there's anything here, but witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. The country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection with this case.
I lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Follis or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point.
Yes, indeed. Then shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Actually, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Let's try this one.
So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors, picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger.
Oh!
Mia, too far.
Calm down. She just lost her sister.
Jesus. The Eagle Mountain is...
Or did she?
But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to.
Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty, and I was cold yet romantic gloominess.
Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
Objection! The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life because she doesn't have any answers to them. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Miss Fay, you're treading on thin ice here.
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive.
This is going to hurt a police officer. Press on this one.
You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
I believe you. Oh well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth?
First time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence. Damn it. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but also, like, not even paying attention.
Okay, don't have any reason.
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. I figured we did this one. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we did.
Objection!
So that one.
You did this one too. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Did I do this one? Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Go back to the white scarf statement. It wasn't a white scarf. It was a blue scarf.
Oh my god, you're right.
Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification.
Oh, you're talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
What?
This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me.
Oh.
It looks sort of like a pinkish, pale color.
Wrong voice. What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white.
Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but...
There's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... Can you check that? That. Witness, have you ever seen this note? I think I got tripped up on this one the first time around, because I think I tried to use that note first, but of course these games are so old and so limited because they were on the Game Boy that's like, here's two pieces of evidence that apply as contradiction, don't get them mixed up. But we're gonna ask for both of them anyway. And as we and Kristen found out in the Great Ace Attorney games, they fix that because they do it a lot. And you can do them in either order, and sometimes it gives you bonus dialogue depending on which order you choose.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, No, never. That is nice.
It looks like that ice cream I ate.
Fucking need some ice cream.
We should bring it over here because I'm comfy.
Top secret evidence, there's no reason that you would have.
I wonder about that.
What do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Follis's instructions to the victim regarding their meeting.
And
Yeah, they're probably gonna ask you for something else. It says, wear white scarf for identification.
White scarf.
Shut the fuck up. Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation!
I have no clue. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. That should be the end of it, right? Like, at the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Follis is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person?
That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was... Yes. And that person is... Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name. Right there.
What's this? Who is this person? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
I guess we'll never know.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. Why am I Godot? That's the wrong prosecutor.
The dead?
No,
I'm still doing it. Edgeworth.
That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister.
I look like he just said PH right before he starts talking.
Yeah, just
Curse you, Phoenix.
like he has no idea where he's at. He just doesn't.
He does it for shits and giggles.
She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean zombies?
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Follis.
She was yeeted off the bridge.
He said, and I quote, pulls out a piece of paper, "This bitch empty. Yeet."
I'm Terry Follis.
I did not say that.
You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying? I've
Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
That's like the 95% rate of bodies
She
there.
was declared legally dead 5 years ago.
So she is illegally alive.
She's illegally alive.
Pulls out a gun. We must correct
We
that.
must correct this legal mistake immediately. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
No, not right here.
How would you... Dude. Why?
The fact that it remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago, and we have a witness that's 19 years old right now. That's pretty sus, if I do say so. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the name. What did I read? That's the same age you are.
That's a coincidence I've never even seen. My boyfriend from my rival from high school is 19 right now. There are plenty of people in the state of America that are 19 years old right now.
There are plenty of 19-year-olds in America.
In America. Even though even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying...
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago.
No, she like disappears.
Ah.
Well, that was weird.
This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Wait!
Oh, seriously, I didn't hear that. What?
Speak up!
That was nice. For me.
Yeah, he said 5 to make it cooler.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you didn't?
I was like, what are you talking about? I definitely read that right. I was like, did I say 5 o'clock by mistake? And you said 5 o'clock.
Unless you can tie all the sense
I don't get it. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. I like how there's still rapping in the background. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth swerve.
Except for Pierce.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot today.
Now I know how I feel.
Witness, just who are you anyway? Sir, wake the fuck up!
Just start slapping her.
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
I beg to differ, bitch! Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an admission to make. Guilty person say what? I never thought that the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean...
That's right, I've been protecting this witness's identity. For some reason. The prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
Are you sure about that? I have a few witnesses that have been called to the stand that have been revealed as murderers that would beg to differ. What did he say?
Ha, it looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way. But then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But, I thought she died 5 years ago.
We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see,
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
Because the man tried dating a fucking 14-year-old.
Oh, I was gonna say because she was the victim of a very serious crime and he was still alive? Like, I don't know why this is even a question.
Because I hate my father and I didn't want him to...
That has nothing to do with the current... Like, I know the real reason why, and we're probably gonna have to reveal that, but, like, even from, like, the perspective that she's trying to spin, like, she has an excuse, and that's, there is a guy that tried, witness protection. This has nothing to do with the current case. Nah, boo-boo. Can't touch me, bitch. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Objection!
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Objection!
It's just a coincidence. Don't look too far into it. Really, Miss Faye,
I must say, Miss Faye,
your strategy here is painfully obvious.
you're trying to pin your client's crime on an
Innocent witness in order to win. How pathetic. At any cost.
How dare you?
Please, let us take a moment to think about this. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. I need to point this out. She was also 14. There's no way.
Look, let's just make sure that's a crucial part of this testimony.
Crucial point of this testimony right now.
14. Take the oatmeal butterscotch, damn it.
Which one?
It is the one that is that they're all the same.
But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister.
The jewel, I mean her big
The
sister.
jewel. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What?
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Money.
Well, you see...
I think I know why. But I want to save just to be sure.
I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
I have quite a lot of practice from Phoenix Wright. I mean, nothing.
Ha.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense.
What?
What?
Oh, hold on, what did you say? That's this guy with the crazy coffee, this crazy coffee addict.
Objection!
I'm not gonna get out of this. I think we've heard enough empty threats. I'm still doing the wrong voice for Edward. I think we've...
They're very similar.
I think we've heard enough of the empty threats from you, old man. Ah, what makes you think you're empty? They're empty, boy.
Like, I can go from Edgeworth to Armando, but I can't go back. It's hard. It's weird.
This cup of coffee.
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets. Just tink, 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 tink on the test.
Think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me.
My rashness of you.
Fuck you.
Aren't you younger?
Yeah.
The rashness of you. How charming.
It's coming from someone that's younger than me.
Now then, let's not waste any more time, children. Miss Faye, what motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne?
$1 million.
Yeah, I don't know how this is a question. What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? It's just a rock.
I got a rock.
It's just me, I got a rock.
Throws it at
If so, I certainly don't give the punchline. Well, Miss Faye?
A rock? How's that gonna help? Like this, fucking throws that head, goes to the falls, run, and just fucking books it.
Oh god. I wish we could do the some of the other games, because there's a great moment in the first investigations game where you corner the killer and she's like, you can't arrest me, and you're like, why not? And she pulls out a gun. You're like, this is why. Like, it's so seriously one of the best moments in that game.
Nice.
Oh, that was the rashness of youth. I think you got it wrong.
What is your point in furthering such a stereotype?
Ah, fuck you!
Okay, well,
I wouldn't have stayed hidden for 5 years. There must be a good reason for that. I thought the rock was it too, I'm gonna be honest. And somehow it must involve Valerie Hawthorne. Okay, one more time, Mia.
The kidnapping was fake.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
so maybe the crime document? Like the victim's note is what I'm thinking. Yes.
Yeah.
Story starts after Terry Follis escaped.
Yeah.
Because it has the reference to Dahlia in it, so
Yeah. Alright.
I really hope you're not wrong.
I didn't think of
Because
that.
then you fucked us. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
the whole truth. Now that sounds stupid. Penalty!
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt that she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
Thank God.
Terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important? This is probably where you put the diamond up. Where's your evidence? Dahlia Hawthorne. Terry Fox. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What? No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
And
Well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. Gotta have more game in this video game, huh? I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? I'm
Yes,
Canadian.
I'll try, but please don't call me again, Mr. Judge.
I'm a Canadian man.
Put on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last. I'm sure this. This really will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. This really will be the final testimony.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Shut the fuck up. I was kidnapped by Mr. Follis.
It's not so easy, is it?
The ransom prize was a raw diamond. My sister Valley brought it to the bridge.
Man, Dahlia sure likes them raw.
After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Follis in the arm. And then he leaped me into the river. Whee! That's when Mr. Follis tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
Why?
I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money.
Yeah, like, I get that.
So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
So I think it's not quite the home.
Kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. Scared? Scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor.
As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping, so no pressing the witness, bitch. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, we've still got that info, that ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Dude, come on now, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Follis told us that in the lobby. But we don't have evidence. So, I don't know what the fuck we...
I don't know anything she's $60.
What you're saying is that kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too.
Oh, what's that? Fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Girl's secret.
And
Yeah, definitely a good idea. I think we're gonna have some good bullshit. I think it's either this or the raw diamond. Because, hold on, can you look at the evidence real quick? It's gotta be the diamond, right? Lost to Eagle River. Okay, so yeah. Press on the diamond stake. I'm sure it's gonna be there's something that she's gonna remember. There. Here, the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million.
What the fuck? Holy shit!
I
Holy
can pay my
shit!
student loans.
I can pay off my student loan.
No, I know.
I'm a millennial.
At least a third of them. At least a third of them.
At least a third of my student loan.
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
Ah!
I need some more milk. Alright,
My brother snuck into the courtroom. Get him out of here. A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that.
Defendant demanded that her sister Mallory make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual.
By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on the mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape.
There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. A place like that would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Follis is.
Yeah, right. It was your plan.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and...
Did she actually shoot him in the arm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That
instead of throwing her off the bridge and anchored, he jumped off.
Mhm.
Is what happened.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what with. Sometimes these cases with the low amount of evidence are harder because you think they're going one way, but you don't have any evidence for them. That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, actually, that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Follis was holding a knife in his right hand.
What?
Oh,
Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. That's why I shouted out, look out, he's going away! I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me.
huh.
That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me.
I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
Well, Mr. Follis was shot in the arm. He let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Follis turned and grabbed me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second and gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
Bloodthirsty grin. Oh, no.
And in the next instant, I heard yeet.
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift.
I think it was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked down. When I came to, I think I carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. And just one little shove from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
Okay, I don't know about that. There's something in the middle part, for sure.
I'm afraid of getting penalized for you.
Save right now. Yeah,
Oh, whoops.
you're fine. You and Mr. Follis have a relationship.
Yes, as a tutor.
Oh boy. You were,
Actually, that would have been a better thing.
you were tutoring him, Mr. Follis?
No, he was tutoring me. What? Don't be ridiculous. I Are you fucking stupid? Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
Oh, I just considered his demeanor. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14.
He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and quite wealthy, you see.
Quite a clever fellow, that Mr. Flawless. Look at him, he's chewing on his own ball and chain. What a clever fellow. I like the taste of Charleston chew.
Did I just hear him right? Did he call Mr. Fallis a clever fellow? Okay, well, we did that one. Okay, so there's only 4 statements, aren't there?
Yeah.
Did that one.
I have not done this.
Or 5 statements, yes. That's why you hid your identity.
Yes. I only told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes. She's the only one who knew about me.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again.
And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right?
Yeah, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
How? That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only
person left in the world I could count on.
Cool.
And you think I killed her? There's no way I could.
Someone want truth for this witness too. And once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is.
I just gotta prove that kidnapping was a hoax.
Okay, this is...
So we don't have any evidence that support that, like... Yeah, there's something in either in that statement or the one before it.
Go piss real quick and
Yeah,
think
we
about
don't
this.
have, we don't have anything, man. Just a map. Problem is, the only thing from 5 years ago is this diamond, and it doesn't really relate to any of it. We didn't get anything new from pressing those statements. I'm really concerned.
Okay, so...
I've got nothing.
I think...
Maybe it's something to do with the bridge?
Yeah, I think so. Next one, no. Here, I think it's when she was thrown off the bridge, fighting the... Wait, hold on, go back. No. I thought... She said she survived, I thought to do the bridge.
Maybe this on that statement? But that's a bit of a stretch.
It's worth a try.
It's worth exactly one try. And it's wrong.
2 tries. Go to the next one. Maybe that one in the diamond?
I don't know.
Damn it!
That sounds worse, yeah. I don't know. Because we know he didn't.
From behind him? Don't you shove forward and not behind?
What she said was he grabbed her from behind. Like she was trying to escape from him, and he grabbed her. Wait a minute!
How would he grab her if he had a knife in his hand and his other arm was shot?
No, not that one. Hang on. I think I got something. The way she said she tried to run away from him, but the bridge was damaged.
Mm-hmm. So why didn't she run towards her sister?
Yeah.
I don't think her testimony. Okay, alright.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm a little bit lost in this one. You say that Mr. Fallis pushed you into the evil river. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Fallis.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed... Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Instead of being carried away by the river, you'd have splatted. You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Oof! Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? Sorry.
Another plot twist. She's a dude.
She's a dude. Terry Fallis.
As a judge.
What?
He's spitting out nothing but iron.
Yeah. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. Global warming says you're wrong.
40 feet from
But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. She's right.
You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, she'd be a ghost.
You're right.
I am a ghost. Ooh.
What the fuck just happened? The defense couldn't have pushed the witness into that river. Young lady, what's the meaning of this?
I can fly, but really short distances?
You see,
Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river, but, however, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge.
What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fallis panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river.
Yeah, I think this is the other... Yeah, this is the photo.
Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
now that you mention it,
Full of bullshit!
I do remember now when I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
What? I can't be serious.
Order! Order in the court!
It's time for kizzy.
Time for kisses. Nerds.
Well, you heard him, Mr. Wright. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. That's why I called an objection. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person?
Why aren't you referring to yourself in the third person?
Edgeworth.
Oh, snap! She got you there!
Edgeworth Angie.
What? I believe that your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fallis panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it?
And
I'm Edgeworth. I'm 19 and I don't give a fuck.
I'm just too good.
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. No. Yes. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone else from off of there. I'm gonna eat Terry Fallis' ass. But let's remember that. Let's remember the size and strength of the defenders.
That man
Wires like
fucking
this.
swole.
Yeah, he's swole as shit. Legs for days. Got them big canes, Miss Faye. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
Why?
He was shot.
He was shit. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fallis had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range.
Fuck.
So, Mr. Fallis throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible.
Order! What's the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne. You jumped off in... what? You jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. Wait, how did she do that, considering what we just
She, like, jumped in between the wires.
Okay.
I mean, look.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, like...
Yeah, see, she fucking slipped in between the gaps.
Or she went like
She limboed off. That's the best explanation I can
The
give.
two people that wanted the diamond would have stopped her. Like, I don't know. Now
unless
that...
if he was behind, unless if she was behind him and just like.
I don't know.
Like, he was distracted, though.
We've literally just established that it was impossible for her to fall off the bridge. However, we know that she fell off the bridge.
It was impossible for him to throw her off.
Exactly.
He was dazed because he was shot. She fucking slid under or something.
And she dark.
What? Stop arguing with me. I know I'm right.
No, you're not.
What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me.
Like,
She had a
like
gun in hand. She could have saved
guys. Even in the scenario that they've made up and the reality, neither of them would have wanted her to jump in the river. They both would have wanted to keep her around. Like, they wouldn't have let her willingly jump in the river, either by climbing over the ropes or going through them.
It was all part of their plan.
Like,
The sister's plan.
oh yes, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the shoulder and then arrest him for my sister's murder.
I mean, nobody would be able to tell because her body's not there.
But I don't get the diamond that I worked so hard to get.
It was in her backpack.
I'm so smart.
It was in the backpack.
Yeah, that's in the river.
With her.
Yes!
With the sister.
Yes!
That good swimmer.
Whatever.
She climbed out, and then
As far as we're aware, Valerie had no intention of that.
I think it is. I just don't think they said it.
Yeah, maybe that's what we're alluding to. Maybe I'm being forgetful.
Yeah. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly. Don't talk to me about the best movie of 2021, and that's exactly what you did. The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. Go watch it. It's really good. The villain is Starfish. It's way better than it sounds.
What?
You're probably confident that you could handle the swift current, which is stupid, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river?
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why— don't get this wrong! When was the last time you saved? This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of Eagle River.
I don't think that's correct. Penalty.
5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. It was a rock. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
Why did I sound like the judge there? It can't be.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. See, this is what I'm thinking. She forced Mr. Fallis to help with her fakely kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Can you imagine if it wasn't quite that safe? It just fell out in the river.
Well, that's simply ridiculous.
Order!
Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Yes! This woman is a demon. And there is one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Okay, maybe you guys were right. Maybe her sister was in on it.
He said it. That was all three of them were in on it.
Yes, all three of them were in on the ransom, but he got betrayed. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
the
those
whole
two were
reason
in on the betrayed is what it was.
No, I was going to say that Dahlia Hawthorne was the one that betrayed both of them.
No.
You guys thought that the Valerie was in on it,
Yes.
which I have had no evidence of, but I've also played the game.
They didn't want to split it three-way.
Yeah, I was thinking that she was going to take it all for herself, and you guys were like, we're going to split it 2 ways instead of 3. So you guys are probably more smarter than me.
I mean, I don't mean to brag, but
You mean to tell
on
me
Reddit.
the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Like, I don't mean to brag, but I do go on Reddit constantly, so
You do.
I'm already, a bit smarter than you.
Yeah, you browse the Rick and Morty subreddit. It takes a high IQ to understand the humor on side-by-side plays.
I also understand it implies, like, I'm like,
If you don't laugh at our jokes, you're just not smart enough to get it. I mean, it's just like...
or you're clearly too smart for my jokes. I'm like Doctor Strange, though. I saw all possibilities that happen in this court session, and I'm following the right one every
Dude.
time I say scum.
Yeah, that's why you say scum.
I refuse to believe this because this is stupid. She was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping. What possible reason could she have?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder.
What do you mean?
On the day of the murder,
Save it?
you probably already know the answer, but
Just
you saw all possible realities and all led to you saving because you might still be wrong.
No, he sees all
I see the
by
possibilities.
saying-
I see the possibility of me being wrong.
After receiving the phone call from Mr. Fallis, Valerie called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do.
Planning to do?
She's going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
With one bridge.
With 1 bridge, yes. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
What the fuck?
I'm having a good time. Hee hee.
Who is that laughing at a time like this?
Forgive me, it's just hilarious.
Witness, is that you?
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. Maya Fey.
It's me.
Mia, fuck! You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, do you have any evidence to back... You don't have any evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence? What's that?
Evidence I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plied with Mr. Fawless and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond?
You sold it, obviously.
You can't provide evidence to at
It's in
least
your cunt.
show that.
It's up your ass.
Well, Miss Fay, you're gonna pull a diamond from your ass?
No, but I'm gonna pull it from someone else's, and then it makes you choose a person. I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fay. Are you stupid or something?
Maybe she is stupid. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I have no evidence. I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by... I say it wrong every time. Assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? We can call Terry Follis to testify, can't we? The girl has made a fool out of me, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Huh. Without evidence, the trial's over? Who decided that?
The judge, obviously. Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kid. Haven't you figured that you can make your own?
This seems like a very wrong thing for a defense lawyer to say.
Haven't you figured out that you can apply your own rules? For example, if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
When they questioned Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fowler's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crime? The Rock! Pilot, The Rock! We're going to make the diamond testify, Your Honor.
The missing diamond.
Yeah, the missing diamond that no one has found. And then we will have found the diamond, and then we'll be like, haha, now we have evidence.
We don't have the actual diamond, so we just bought a fake one instead.
And then we said, Your
Well, we're
Honor...
gonna treat it like it was the real diamond.
Yeah. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Follis.
The defenders.
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person who knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person that can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Follis. So, hold on. If Dahlia knew that the color of the scarf was wrong because she was wearing it, why the fuck did she say white scarf in her testimony?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this?
No.
What the fuck happened with the scarf?
Why not?
The prosecution has no objection.
Very well then. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
Okay, Judge. Starts dancing away.
This is the weirdest paradox I've ever seen, but my god,
We've
he's
had him
so
in this-
entertaining.
We've had him in this courtroom for as long as I've been alive.
But god damn it, he gets the job done.
This is my last chance, Mr. Fawless. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. I'm sure I can trust you.
It reminds me.
Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
Yeah, it takes a little bit. I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Fawless, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used, I guess, for $2 million.
That's not true.
That's a lot of money. You can buy a lot of Charleston shoes with that.
You buy so much.
Mr. Fawless, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie? I'm still me. Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never, ever betray each other. Terry? Dahlia! It's true. It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Uh-oh. Leah. I'll do it for you. I'll eat glass. Wait, what?
What the fuck does he mean by that? I will allow Mr. Fawless to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Fawless, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness!
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize!
Water. Please, water! Can't talk. Need water.
That's one thirsty boy. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
Why is your ball dinging like that, Mr. Fawless?
That day, 4 p.m. I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She was there, so I waited on bridge. I watched from my car. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. And she left. She left the bridge. That was Valerie. Not my Delilah.
Can't even say her name correctly. Mr. Fawless, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Faye. I've had enough. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination if you want to.
Is this how you want to do it, You want it to end, Mr. Fawless? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
What?
Yeah, baby. Okay, do that. Because, I mean, you can't. I feel like...
It was raining. He couldn't see shit.
I don't know about that. Just press. See what he says. You were watching the car.
That bridge. That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching car.
What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. Contradiction?
I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge.
So we present the picture, right? Because he's clearly not facing that way.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing.
Yeah, the photo. So she's the opposite direction. Because remember how it was taken. Fallis is closer to the car, so he's facing the opposite direction. Yeah.
Let's say real quick and then press.
And present.
Yeah. The bridge map? Or the oh. Yeah.
So when you got to the bridge, since no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well, I'm sure too, Mr. Fallis.
I'm sure that you're foolish. Can I get some water for this? My teeth hurt.
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear.
Yeah, that's right.
Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Fallis, you're full of shit. You must have arrived at the bridge after she did.
Can I get some water for this?
Mr. Fallis, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
And can you please stop eating that ball? I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, small tomb about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought him in to represent our love.
A memento?
Glass. 5 years ago, I hid it under base of tree. Oh my god. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I wanted to get.
This little bottle and a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for that.
I still got a chance. Mr. Fallis, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Fallis?
Oh. Blood. Oh, she had blood. That's enough, please.
Witness!
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, if we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottled milk.
No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess.
We're stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No, we're so close, just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust yourself. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Again.
Mr. Follis.
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee.
Mr. Follis!
Dun 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 dun. Nothing. Fuck you.
A man just died, you ass.
To be fair, 14 years old.
Okay. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face.
Unforgivable, that witch.
Mr. Armando.
Uh-oh.
We were so close to the truth. He was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Follis killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You were gonna make my coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet.
Oh, Jesus.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Mr. Armando, your hand.
This is nothing compared to
You know what's a good movie that I haven't seen?
What?
Django Unchained. Because in that movie, there's a part where, God, what's the guy who never could win an Oscar until
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, there's a part where he slams his hand into a table, but he accidentally smashes a glass. And he literally cuts his hand open and he's bleeding. And he does the rest of the scene.
That reminds me of
The biggest thing I have a complaint about that is he wipes it on some.
He wipes it, yeah, he wiped his hand on somebody. And her scene of horror, or her look of horror is real.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Speaking of Anya.
that's,
Sorry, what?
I don't know. For me, that gives up mixed feelings.
Speaking of unplanned scenes, so you remember in Lord of the Rings where there was a scene where
Oh yeah.
someone kicked a helmet and yells out of
Aragorn?
anger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about actually. I thought you were talking about something different.
Yeah, well, apparently that
He broke
wasn't.
his toe.
Yeah, that wasn't a scream of anger. He fucking broke his toe when he kicked the helmet. He was screaming with pain.
I thought you were going to talk about how someone almost killed, was it the actor for Aragorn?
Really?
Yeah. So one of the stunt doubles was supposed to miss a knife shot, but he actually threw it. Like it slipped out of his hand. It actually went towards his face, and he
deflected it.
Yeah, he deflected it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it's the same guy who kicked because they just found out that Merry Pippin, they just got to the orc party that kidnapped them, and they're burnt up, and they just thought, oh, the hobbits are dead. So Aragorn kicks the helmet and breaks his toe.
Yeah, the actor broke his toe. There's also the famous scene from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You never knew? Oh, there was an episode where Will Smith's character's father comes into an episode, and they were supposed to have bonding time, but then at the end it is revealed his father ditched him. And the original scene was Will Smith will say, "Yeah, no, it's no big deal. You know, I'm over it." And the ending, it was supposed to end there, but.
Oh yeah, he continued on.
Yeah, he actually had an actual breakdown on set because his father had actually abandoned him. Yeah, and the actor that played his uncle hugged him, and it
comforted him.
Yeah, that wasn't
actually comforted him.
Yeah, that wasn't set up. That was one human being comforting another. It's fucking beautiful.
Okay, now that we've gotten on this tangent, I'm going to talk about my favorite moment from because we were talking about real life.
Do you want to know what my favorite moment was?
Yeah, after I'm done with mine. Is it related to any of the movies that we've talked about so far? save it.
No, it's not a movie.
Save it then. Kristen. Because we've gotten off this tangent. We started about talking about something else, and now we've moved on to this. My favorite moment from How I Met Your Mother is there's an episode where Lily and Marshall are trying to get pregnant, and it doesn't work. And there's actually a countdown going on. It's not that hard to miss, but basically there's numbers around the whole. In all the scenes, you can just randomly see it starts from 50, it goes down to 1 at the very end of the episode. And at the end of the episode, the actor that played Marshall, his script says that Lily was supposed to tell him that she was pregnant. And like, there's this big triumphant moment where he's just all happy to see her, and she's like, Lily, I'm so happy to see you. And she's like broke down. Allison Hannigan, obviously. And she says, Marshall, your dad's dead. And his reaction is like, oh. Like, he had to react completely out of the blue like that. That's a great moment. It's probably the best episode of that show.
Oh, so that was not scripted for
It wasn't scripted.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, everybody else, obviously Allison Hannigan knew.
Yeah,
but
did Marshall.
Yeah,
what is his
I
name?
can't remember.
Jason Segel.
Yeah, Jason. He did not see that coming.
Yeah.
So he had to react completely.
That's real cool.
Improvised. Yeah. Kristen, you can say yours now.
You want to know what my favorite moment was?
Sure.
When you said
Huh?
When she proposed to you.
you said
That wasn't improvised or in the movie.
but it was my favorite moment.
If we're speaking about proposals, mine is my favorite because the table next to us paid for a meal.
Fireworks went off when I proposed, so fuck you.
Yeah, but did you get a free meal out of it?
Yeah, technically you did.
Yeah, I did.
Ah! I fucking hate you.
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories.
I do recommend you look up that scene from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's really good.
Fuck you, I've already seen it.
Then why did you say you never knew of it?
Because we were talking about injuries on set.
I was talking about
you were
improv
like,
moments.
and you were like, aha, yes, I'm going to interject with something completely different.
Whatever.
You know, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. Anyway, I wear a sick-ass helmet now.
Bought this cool helmet off of eBay.
This is you now.
1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself ate glass.
Yeah. Oof.
God, I'm really hungry for glass.
God, I really wish there was some glass around that I could eat.
Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes.
Num num num. And she ascended to heaven. Wait a second.
The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. I hope you died from that glass in the stomach. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought it was. The next couple of months were hell because I had to shit out that glass.
Oof.
Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong.
He probably got a stomach bug.
It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Oh, what happened?
That fucking diamond.
Yeah, you don't get to know. We're switching over to Pokemon.
Fuck!
That's why I wanted. Yeah, we only went for like an hour or two. That's why I wanted to push through to the end last week because I knew we would be stopping for Pokemon starting this week.
All right. Thank you. Here you go.
Yeah.
Hey guys, before we go, make sure you hit that.
Yeah, man, and fucking smash that follow and subscribe button and leave a comment and I don't know.
You guys have two different energies.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Honestly, my whole week has been just leading to Pokemon, so, like...
Didn't you say you had some story to tell in the car?
Did I not tell that story?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't in the car. Also, would you guys like a drink?
I'll wait until later.
I'll take my blues tonight.
Fine, I'll be back.
Starbucks? We have it in the fridge. Shinshishitsu, the treasured Harine village heirloom, whose name means 7-branched sword. Yeah, we're bringing this shit back.
No, I was gonna go get you real coffee.
No, we have real coffee. It is said this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes out.
And what would you like, Scoot?
I was gonna just get more water.
And when the silver cord,
Well,
the fragile thread,
Just water?
Yeah.
binds us to this world is severed. I'm doing exposition. Wait like 5 minutes, guys, please. We are at the end.
Uh-oh.
The illusion is revealed and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Smack you
Thank you.
on the butt. Come on, coffee after all. Holy shit, it's been like 7 years!
Thanks for joining us, I guess.
Will join us, well, it won't be the finale because we won't have time, but join us for the beginning of the end of Phoenix Wright series next time on Side by Side Plays.
Wait, before you go, tell us the story. Let's pat this out a little bit longer and tell me the goddamn story.
Alright. So, me and Kristen were messing around this morning. Right after you texted and said that you were ready, I pretended I was playfully pushing Kristen to the bed, but I missed, and I smacked her in her face, and her glasses scratched her face and left
Is that why that's there?
yeah. So I don't remember exactly what I said, but she was going to get a Band-Aid, and I was like right here in the living room.
Something about
I
like,
yelled at her. I was like,
I'm sorry, I'm so
I'm
abused.
sorry, I'm sorry that I'm so abusive, but I'm sure everyone else will see what an abusive husband I am. I opened the door, and the maintenance guy is right there. And I was like, hi. He's like, you didn't hear me knocking, did you? I was like, no, I did not.
And then we had to move everything as I'm trying to put on this fucking Band-Aid on my face near my eye.
If it makes you feel any better, one day I was working at Pizza Hut and it was like super duper hot, and I decided to take one of the pans and put the dough on and use it like a fan. But I accidentally got a little too close to my face and smacked my glasses, which tore a big old chunk of skin off the side of my nose. And it was really, really hard to explain to my dad without getting him to start laughing at me.
Yeah, I'm sorry I gotta go put a Band-Aid, but everyone already knows that I'm such an abusive husband. Turn it around.
Hey. Basically this. Yeah.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, he didn't ask me anything.
If it makes you feel any better, it wasn't even cute, this guy.
Good, didn't want to burn that bridge.
That would have been. Anyway.
He probably would have asked me something too. If it was another one.
Alright.
Because I hate to say it, I think that'd probably be the second time he saw me with like a Band-Aid on my face. Although I think the first time was like something with my chin, like I cut.
Yeah.
No, I think I had a pimple and I was trying not to mess with it, so I had a band-aid on my face.
Okay. Goodbye.